We're hearing for the first time from the young woman at the center of the Anthony Weiner sexting scandal.
I was just shocked because I didn't think he would be so foolish as to do the same thing all over again.
23-year-old Sydney Leathers is speaking exclusively to Inside Edition about the raunchy text messages and phone calls she exchanged with the New York mayoral candidate starting in June 2011. After he'd resigned from Congress in disgrace. In one of the tamer texts, Weiner, going by the name Carlos Danger, says, "What are you wearing? Much for me to take off? I'd hold you by the throat."
He was making these campaign promises that he had totally changed and he was a better man now and he learned from his mistakes, and I am proof that that is not true.
Weiner texted her this risque self-picture that we've had to blur. He also texted her, "I found the perfect woman, gorgeous, sexy, and like a bit of crazy." She replied, "I basically worship the ground you walk on. You're incredible."
How did you feel about him at that time?
Obviously, that's exactly how I felt. I was really happy.
Did you think at that time that you loved Anthony Weiner?
Maybe not loved, but I definitely cared about him.
Leathers says she last spoke to Weiner on the phone just this past April, and he texted her, "Do me a solid. Can you hard delete all our chats here?"
Obviously, I knew he wanted me to erase any evidence of our conversations because that was around the time I knew that he was going to run for mayor.
Sydney Leathers' mother is quoted on today's New York Daily News front page. "God help New York if he's mayor."
Do you think that he was trying to pull one over on the voters of New York?
Oh, absolutely. Otherwise, he wouldn't have went on the whole, "Oh, I'm a changed man, I have learned my lesson." He wouldn't have said all those things if he wasn't trying to be someone he wasn't.
We'll have a lot more of my exclusive interview tomorrow. Here's a preview.
Exclusive. The woman at the center of the Anthony Weiner scandal. Next, Inside Edition. Her first TV interview.
Our conversations were always of a very sexual nature.
How the relationship